I loved him for 18 years. That is a very long time. I met him when I was young, full of dreams and hope. He was kind, calm, and always smiled at me. From the first day, I felt safe with him. We talked every day. We shared our thoughts, our fears, and our dreams. Slowly, he became my whole world. Years passed, but my love never changed. When life was hard, he was there. When I was happy, he was the first person I wanted to tell. People around us said we were lucky. They said our love was strong and rare. I believed them. I believed him. For 18 years, I trusted him completely. I never checked his phone. I never asked too many questions. I thought love means trust, and I trusted him with all my heart. But one small moment changed everything. One evening, he came home late. That was not normal. He was usually on time. His face looked tired, but not only tired, worried. I asked him if everything was okay. He smiled and said yes, but his smile was weak. Something felt wrong, but I stayed quiet. Later that night, he went to sleep early. I stayed awake. My mind was full of thoughts. I did not know why, but my heart felt heavy. I stood up quietly and went to the old storage room. There was a small box there. I had seen it many times, but I never opened it. He always said it was just old papers. That night, my hands moved by themselves. I opened the box. Inside, there were letters. Old letters. Yellow papers with faded ink. I picked one and started reading. The words were full of love. They were not written to me. My heart started beating fast. I read another letter. Then another. All of them were from him. All of them were written to someone else. He called her, my love. He wrote about a life, a home, and promises. My eyes filled with tears. I kept looking inside the box. At the bottom, I found a photo. It was old, but clear. He was younger, smiling. Next to him was a woman. She was holding a small boy. They looked like a family. My legs felt weak. I sat on the floor. For 18 years, I believed I knew him. For 18 years, I believed he shared everything with me. But this was a secret. A big secret. Questions filled my mind. Who was that woman? Who was the child? Why did he hide this from me? Was our love a lie? I did not sleep that night. I just sat there, holding the photo, feeling broken. Memories of our time together played in my mind. His laughter, his promises, his words about forever. In the morning, he woke up and greeted me like always. Good morning, he said softly. I looked at him and felt pain. He looked the same, but everything was different. I wanted to ask him. I wanted to shout, but I stayed quiet. I needed time. I needed strength. That day, I realized something important. Love can be deep. Love can be strong. But love without truth can hurt more than anything. The whole day passed slowly. Every minute felt heavy. I kept thinking about the letters, the photo, and the little boy's face. I tried to focus on my work, but my mind was somewhere else. My heart was tired, and my thoughts were loud. When evening came, I knew I could not stay silent anymore. The truth was sitting between us like a wall. I waited for him to come home. When I heard the door open, my hands started shaking again. He walked in and smiled at me, the same smile I had loved for so many years. For a moment, I wanted to forget everything. I wanted to believe nothing had changed. But the pain inside me did not let me do that. We ate dinner quietly. The silence was heavy. He looked at me and asked if I was okay. I nodded, but my voice did not come out. After dinner, I picked up the old box and placed it on the table. His face changed. He stared at the box for a long time. He knew that I had seen everything. He sat down slowly, like his body had lost all strength. You opened it, he said softly. Yes, I replied. My voice was calm, but my heart was breaking. You never told me about this. He closed his eyes. For a few seconds, he said nothing. Then he took a deep breath. That was my past, he said. Before I met you, I listened, but I did not speak. I was married, he continued. I was young. I thought I understood love. We had a son. The words hit me like a storm. Even though I had guessed the truth, hearing it from him hurt more. My chest felt tight, and my eyes burned with tears. Where are they now? I asked quietly. He looked down. She left, he said. She took our son and moved away. I tried to fix things, but everything fell apart. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to feel sorry for him. But another question was louder in my heart. Why didn't you tell me? I asked. 18 years. You had 18 years. He looked at me with fear in his eyes. Because I was afraid, he said. I was afraid you would leave me. I was afraid you would see me differently. I stood up. My legs were shaking, but I forced myself to stay strong. I loved you, I said. I trusted you. Love needs truth. How could you hide something so big from me? He tried to hold my hand, but I pulled away. That small movement felt like the end of something beautiful. I wanted to forget that life, he said. When I met you, I felt new. I felt free. I didn't want my past to destroy us. Tears fell from my eyes. But now it has, I said. The room was silent again. The only sound was my quiet crying. He looked broken too, but his pain could not erase mine. That night, we slept in the same house, but not together. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling. I thought about love, sacrifice, and truth. I thought about the woman and the child I had never known. I wondered if his son ever asked about him. I wondered if I had been living in someone else's shadow. Morning came with no answers. I realized that love is not only about staying together. Sometimes, love is about facing the truth, even when it hurts. I did not know what choice I would make. I did not know if I could forgive him. All I knew was this: my love was real. But now, it was wounded. And once truth is found, life can never be the same again. The days after our conversation were slow and painful. The house felt different, like the walls were listening to our silence. We spoke only when necessary. Simple words about food, work, or time sounded strange between us. At night, I lay awake, thinking about everything he had told me and everything he had not. I tried to understand my feelings. Love was still there, deep in my heart, but it was mixed with hurt and confusion. 18 years cannot disappear in one moment. Every corner of the house carried memories of us, laughing in the kitchen, talking late at night, dreaming about the future. But now, those memories felt heavy. One afternoon, I sat alone and thought about the woman in the photo. I wondered what kind of person she was. I wondered if she knew about me. I wondered about the child, his son. A boy who had grown up without his father. The thought made my chest ache. I felt angry at him, but I also felt sad for the child. He did not choose this story. That evening, he came home earlier than usual. He looked tired, older somehow. He sat across from me and said he wanted to talk. His voice was soft, almost afraid. I know I hurt you, he said. I think about it every day now. I should have told you the truth from the beginning. I listened, but I did not interrupt. I cannot change my past, he continued. But I want to be honest now. I have been sending money to my son all these years. I never stopped caring about him. His words surprised me. A part of me felt shocked. Another part felt relieved that he had not completely abandoned his child. Still, the pain remained. Why tell me this now? I asked. Because you deserve the whole truth, he said. Even if it means losing you. That sentence stayed in my mind. Losing you. For the first time, I saw real fear in him. Not the fear of being discovered, but the fear of being alone. I took a deep breath. I need time, I said. I don't know who I am in this story anymore. He nodded. He did not argue. He did not try to stop me. The next day, I went to stay with a friend. I needed space to breathe, to think without seeing his face every hour. My friend listened quietly as I shared my story. She did not tell me what to do. She only said one thing that stayed with me: truth hurts, but it also frees. During those days away, I thought about myself. For many years, my life had been built around him. His dreams became my dreams. His peace became my peace. Now, I asked myself an important question. What do I want? I realized I wanted honesty. I wanted respect. I wanted a love that did not hide in shadows. After a week, I met him again. We sat in a small cafe, away from our home and our memories. He looked nervous. I felt calm, strangely calm. I have thought a lot, I said. I know you love me. I know you were afraid. But love without truth slowly destroys the heart. He looked down, listening. I cannot continue like before, I said. If we stay together, everything must be open. No more secrets, no more hidden boxes. He nodded quickly. I understand, he said. I am ready to face everything. I looked at him for a long moment. 18 years of love stood between us. Pain stood there too. I knew forgiveness would not be easy. Trust would take time, maybe years. I am not leaving today, I said slowly. But I am also not forgetting. Tears filled his eyes. He thanked me, but I did not feel proud or happy. I felt honest. That day, I understood something important. Love is not only about staying. It is about choosing, every day, with open eyes and a brave heart. The truth changed my life. But it also gave me back my voice.